I don't know how. Yeah, it looks like something's live now. That's nice.
See, I'm gonna hop on some Warhammer with my friend, but I will have the stream up in the background to have a little look at it before it goes.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Have a good one, you guys.
Yeah, you too. I'm just trying to get this all set up.
That looks like YouTube is there.
Yeah, looks like it. At least I think
Okay,
so.
there's the Twitch notification came up.
Cool.
YouTube is there. There we go.
Okay, looks good. As I
Throw
eat
my customary message on Twitch.
Mm-hmm. I'm trying to do all the thumbnail stuff now, which is always fun on YouTube, but it's nighttime anyway. It's like,
Well, gotta love that view, though, at night with their lighting and everything.
Yeah, I actually ran out to the cliff base, and that's where I'm currently at right now, just so I can kind of look at it from a distance. Boop. Because it is what it is. Oh my goodness. I'm sad. I don't want this to go away. I just don't know how they're going to do it, you know? Like, how they're going to, if at all possible, you know, get this thing working. I have no idea how they plan on doing this. So, redoing the map's going to be fun, I think.
So what I saw of the map doesn't look too much different. Like, by the sounds of it, they've got some small passes around the home areas
Okay.
to kind of like make it feel a little less confined. So you have ways to get through the mountains a little bit easier.
Well, there is a couple places where I know we more or less handed out. It's like, God, you know, it's not gonna. You can't do anything else. Like we talked about it before, where when you're running around or whatnot, it's like you literally have one option, and if you try to go anywhere else, you're probably gonna just fall to your death. So there we go. We're up and live, and we're showing off the castle because they said about in one of the later updates they're probably gonna. Well, they definitely said they're wiping everything. So we wanted to show off our little city here before it goes bye-bye. Oh, I don't want it to go bye-bye. I ate the wrong things. Put my axe away.
Although I did notice on the new map that they showed for where we're at, it looks like we're getting a sizable lake just to the south of us. So
Another one?
Yeah.
Because there's the one that the
that-
big city's around.
Yep. So if I remember right, I might actually just pull this up on their Discord really quick. See if I can find it again.
I know we're going to come back and rebuild in this spot because we like this spot. I know they're redoing a whole bunch of the area. I'm outside, by the way.
Okay, here it is. Oh yeah, it's probably about 4 times the size of that one lake.
Okay.
And you know that raised, like if you're looking at your map there.
Yeah.
Where the respawn stone is,
right?
In the meadow.
Yep.
That raised meadow. It's to the southwest of that, like tucked up against that.
Kind of like right where this big tree is that I'm looking at, right in the center of my screen. I know you can't really see it. You can't see my mouse, but there's one big tree imprinted on the map, and it's probably about right there. Okay, so we'll get a lake.
That would basically be the top of the lake. Yeah.
Got it. So they're going to shift the road a bit.
Probably, because, yeah, the road's going right there.
Got it. Well, here's our city on the hill. One of our crewmates is up here. They were building a tower, but they stepped away from the game till it gets further along in release. So he wanted to build a tower right up here at the very top of this, near this fallen gateway, which I'm still excited about the gateway, because if they ever rebuild the gateway, we'll be right at the start. It's kind of why we wanted to come back here. He was working on this. Looks like he tried to...
Nice tower there, yeah.
Yeah, big tower. So if they ever open up this particular gateway, which they would if the servers kept open, this is a broken one, the first thing people would come out and they would see our city right there on the hill.
Yeah, literally right there.
Right there, yeah. So we're going to come back to this spot. And I like the area we're in. There's nice area, mountainish area. I like it. There were some other areas I know we looked at before, like some people built on top of this mountain over here. But my goodness, I thought about something.
Quite the hike.
That's what I was thinking. Like,
there's not enough wood up there. Like,
no, not enough wood, not enough anything really. So while it looks awesome having the thing on top of the mountain, yeah, you have to come down for every resource. And it's not there's only like one path you can go down. The rest of it, you'll fall to your death. So there's no shortcut. It's a long way the entire way. So I'll look at these outside buildings first. We've been building right here towards the main gate going into the residential district. There you are. This is Sari's plot right here. He was working on something. I don't know what he was working on.
Yeah, he was getting started on everything.
Oh, you're wearing your camp clothes. I should switch my stuff out.
I'm just all like, I just sit around the castle all day anymore. I don't.
Oh, yeah. I do like this furnace area, the bloomery, the smelting area. That's really cool. The foundry, yes. The multiple furnaces going, which actually have things in them, which I didn't realize.
I think both of them are empty.
There's some tin in here. I love the look of the foundry. The little outbuilding is really cool.
I'm happy how it turned out, even though I just kind of slapped it together.
I'm surprised you didn't put. This would be the place to put the big kiln that burns the heartwood.
I mean, I could do that on the next redesign. Like,
yeah, like remove these three or whatever and put the big kiln here, just so that you had it.
Considering was knocking out this kiln here, doing a stair going down. Where I would put like the.
Oh yeah.
The brick kilns.
Oh right, for the bricks.
Then,
yeah.
And I could even put one of those big charcoal kilns in here on the redesign.
Right.
So, just to give it a little bit more variety to it. It would
right.
be nice.
It would be nice to have one of those big things, even though there's really not a whole lot of reason for it.
The only thing it allows is for the burning of heartwood, but
yeah,
you have all heartwood buildings, so
right. We'll enter the main gate. I do like how you made this room, including the balcony area up there. I thought that was really cool.
Defensive thing, have archers up in there.
Yeah.
Just try to make it seem like an actual castle with defenses. So.
Mm-hmm. No, absolutely. That looks great. We'll enter into the main courtyard. It is nice we got to do this at night to a certain extent with the lights. They're always super cool. We'll have to go up on the wall and look around afterwards, but we can start over here, I guess. The market stalls, the marketing area. I always liked how you did this. I like
some
the creaking.
shelves in there, like people can sit there and trade.
Mm-hmm.
A little storage area in there that I never quite finished.
This would be really neat to, especially if they have some sort of market stall later, that literally being kept as a market stall. We have the nice fancy well. I do like how you built that well. It took us a long time to get all those curved pieces to curve together.
A slight learning curve. Ended, but learning curve on how to manipulate the building mechanics.
Right. We'll come down
Once
here.
you figure it out, I think it turned out nice.
Yeah, it definitely did. We'll look at the foundry, or the smithing area, and we can go down into the outside then. So we have our big smithing area. I did like how we made a couple things. That we can go on the wall then, which we will, probably from up here, but we'll go down to the... I like the... Oh, you did start putting storage stuff up here.
Yep, and I even moved relics.
Oh, right. You did say you were moving all those... Yeah, we got like 900 of those. Let's see. Is there anything I can learn? Not that I think it matters. I'm just going to pick some...
You might learn one or two things. But...
I don't know. Some of these I think we already had. These are the special ones, right? The one in this...
Yeah.
Fluke Infest, I think I got that one. Ear Cutter, got that one. Some of these I think I already got. Sigil, I don't know about Sigil Door. Oh, nope, got that. Gammon, Homunculi, Natalis, I don't know if I got that one. I think I got most of these. I'm like picking them up, but I'm like, I think I got all of these already. The unlocked stuff.
This one's set to public over here. It's a good thing I didn't put anything in it.
Oh, ooh. Wow. Yeah, at least nothing valuable, right?
Well, it was the iron reinforced chest. But...
Oh, I didn't notice it was public. I noticed I could open it, but I didn't actually do anything with it. All right, so that's cool. I like how we have that. Okay. I'll run down. Oops. Up down here.
Yeah, you gotta be a little careful with that.
Yeah. Before we head out that way, I just want to walk. Let's go down here and look at this. I want to save the houses for afterwards, but I wanted to look at this. We can go up the wall, I guess, and check out the top of the area. I like how we even incorporated this. It's a beautiful view for this little area.
Yep,
We have...
castle kiln area
Yeah.
attached to the smithy.
Oh, so pretty.
I mean, you can make up lore being like, oh, in case of a siege, we can still operate.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, we'll go up here. As we're walking, here's... we talked about this before, but they started releasing the re-release of the Inquisition, how they do a redesign.
Yeah.
I'm still not sold on it. It, like you pointed out, looks Roman. I'm like, yeah, it definitely looks Byzantine in nature, like Eastern Roman Empire. But the Inquisition was out of Spain, so why they're making them look...
If they had any other, like, European armor style,
Yeah.
I think it would have looked better.
Right. Yeah, because that's definitely Eastern. It definitely, because the Eastern Empire was very much, if you looked at the Eastern Roman Empire's arms and armor, a lot of what they had was, let's start here.
You could actually go down check
oh,
out
we can...
these little balconies. Just like the little access right here.
Oh, it's to the side. I saw there's access going up. Let's go up first.
There's not really much up there. I was starting on the bunk room, but I never...
Oh, I see the beds. That's all. You're trying out the bunks. Those are cool. I like that. Bunk in the one area.
Try do something with like a ladder, make it easier to get up to. Like you're getting up on the second
Right.
bunk rack.
You were going above and beyond what I was even doing. I wasn't planning on doing any of that. I was just going to lay them out in a line. And you could come down here, and there's, yeah, like you said, it's the watch as people enter, do whatever as the defensive structure. I like that a lot. That's very cool. Head up. Oh, we already were up here. We want to go out. We just went up there. We want to go out. Because you built these things over here. Because you have a building up top here. I like this little... It goes all the way around. You built another house up on the top, huh?
I mean,
this is the, like...
house, but I was kind of thinking more of like a guard tower.
Well, yeah, this would be a guard tower because that's what this is. It's not a house. I see, like, you have the chairs. I like that. Administrative. That's really cool. I like
You do have a slight balcony back here.
Oh, I like that, too. You know, I think this is actually the first time I've ever been up in this tower.
Oh, really? You've never actually been up
I saw you build it, but I never took the time to come up and look at it. Still a beautiful view. I love the view. Love the view. I just wish more of our neighbors would, you know, work on their plots so that our place actually increases in value. They're bringing our value down. That's what they're doing.
I mean, at the end of it, we can go over to the meadow across the valley there,
Mm-hmm.
and you can see the what we've made them have to stare at from their bedroom window.
Right, their unfinished bedroom window. Yeah, I think that'd be a good idea. We'll have to go over there then. I just love the sound effects. But yeah, like we were talking about the Eastern Roman Empire, they were practically, you know, Middle Eastern in their side. They wore scale armor, lamellar, not almost scale.
Yeah,
I think it's lamellar armor, etc. All right, so this is just another tower we had, but I did want to go up here before we analyze that side. We'll do the military side after we finish, but I wanted to look at the garden tower that we have. This I really...
Apiary?
Yeah, the apiary. This I really like. Oh, you have like 1 million beehives in here. I love it.
Yep, I filled it out.
This I like. I really like this. This made us stand out like even more than before. Just with all the flowers and everything sitting up here looked really cool. I do see there's a blink spot over here though. Did you see that? Like
Let me see.
not that it really matters now, but you see
Oh,
there?
yeah. Now I remember. For some reason, I think I might have deleted it in order to get the planter on the outside.
Oh.
I just never put it back in. And then since your plots like to switch back and forth on their own,
Yeah.
I never got around to putting it back.
Oh, right. Is it... Oh, I don't know. It might even be a mess at that point. I don't even know. But I guess it doesn't matter at this point. Something to fix later. All right. So then we can walk...
Hardwood planks or beams, rather.
Yeah. We'll walk across this little thing which separates the two districts. And we'll walk down and then we'll explore the big house. And then we'll go over to the other side. Oh, I love the big guild house. Oh, so nice. So very nice. You want to go in the front entrance, or you want to go? Yeah, let's go in the front entrance.
Sure, if we can go in the front. They go to the same place, so.
They do, but so we got the front entrance, and we'll check out the first floor. Well, actually, before we do that, why don't we just go down and check out the basement first, then we'll come up here and look at this. We'll go level by level, and we'll just start with the basement. All right, which way first? I guess you should lead and talk about this. This is your building for the moment.
Sure. Yeah, we'll start this way. Yeah, this is the crafting areas. Back in here, the little jewelry crafting bench.
I like
Work
that.
area. Got your little table and storage back here.
Yeah.
I just shoved the small jewelry table and the large one together, and just kind of like you have the big.
You know, I was looking at different tables, like in my in my main building with the oh, there's some more storage back there too. Oh, I like the alchemy. I was looking at the chapel, and I wanted to build a table like that's where the priest or the pastor would sit to you know work on stuff. But the problem was I couldn't find a table that I liked. The big tables, like the dining room tables, were too big to fit in that little room, and then this little simple table just didn't look right.
Too tall, yeah.
A little too tall, but also a little too rustic and whatever for what should have been inside of a chapel.
Or like a cabin and stuff.
Yeah, so I was looking at using just another crafting thing. Like I almost thought about using the alchemy bench, like the level 1 alchemy bench, because it has scrolls on it, like this.
The only thing is you got like this smoke or vapor coming up off of it.
Yeah.
A little effect. I don't necessarily like that.
Yeah, it looks like the whatever you want to call that. I want to say a lembeck, but I don't think that's the right word.
This is this little storage area for the alchemy, so just
Yeah.
a little
Seems like
built-in kind of closet.
I always like those.
And the big old kitchen area. I kind of like this.
Yeah,
All
no,
your
I liked how you
barrels,
built this little
various
stone
stuff.
wall here too, to separate it out.
Yeah, it was one of those things where I'm just like staring at this spot for a second. I'm like, hang on a second.
Right? Yeah, and I like how you used all the horns and everything to make it look like spare vessels and everything. I do like all the kitchen.
I mean, it's a kitchen, you're prepping,
Yeah, absolutely.
where you would kind of like store a bunch of stuff. As
And I know this was the servants' entrance we talked about, putting barrels. Yeah, that's something we never did. We never built the barrels over here to make it look like
we put
storage.
a little bit down here, this back porch.
Oh yeah, I'm coming back down. Oh yeah,
Getting ahead of
storage.
yourself.
Yeah.
More storage back here. I mean, we got our well down in here.
I like
Feed
having the
everything
well,
down here.
and we have the back porch. Maybe one of these
When
updates, they'll
the,
finally give us the ability to sit in chairs.
They've shown it, so
Yeah, I've seen that
it's
too.
coming eventually.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I'm looking down there, like, are there actually?
and the
I'm
cooks
gonna
and
put my
servants
hammer
get
on
tired
real
of-
quick, because sometimes if
You
they,
want-
no one's actually down there. No one is down there along that section.
Got removed in that one cleanup.
Oh right, yeah. Because I'm looking at the spots, and really, a lot of these are solo buildings. Like even across the way, I see they're mostly solo buildings. Up there at the top, looks like it's a couple people joined together, but I don't know what they built
As
there.
you go back slope, the far slope, that's where you get 2 and 3 plots shoved together.
Yeah,
But I think most of them are still solo build.
right.
So
Yeah, cool.
some of them do look kind of nice. But
I always thought the one up there looked like a castle, like they built pillars, but now I realize they just never finished the building.
yeah, it's an incomplete thing. So, and that was there early on when we first came here. Oh, I'm getting lost in my own basement.
And this was the
The servants.
Yep,
entrance,
you can
yeah.
just go right in through here, I guess, if you want. All right. I loved how you did this. This is a very Mediterranean, Middle Eastern feel, with like the open windows that are just sort of like blocked off. Yeah.
I liked it.
I don't like it too.
As soon as I unlocked
Oh,
those,
got real bright there for a minute.
yeah. That's one of the unfortunate things I've noticed is there's like a weird
Yep, right here.
graphical glitch where it'll flash really quick, like there's no walls, but you get all that sun.
Well, you could look at, if you look at the stream right now, you'll see with me standing right here.
Yeah, I'm getting the same exact thing on my screen, so that tells me it's not a client side deal.
No, it's how it renders the light. I like the ball. Oh, this I don't remember seeing recently, but I like that. I'm stuck.
Oh, you're a little too big to make it through there.
Ah, there we go. I made it through.
You gotta turn sideways.
Yeah, I gotta shift a little bit. Is that like, I noticed it happened here too, where I was standing and the light happened. Like is that with a recent update? Because I don't remember that happening before.
For a long time.
Oh,
Months.
I really like I love how we did the fermenter stuff, and this I really like too. I like that a lot. I don't know, maybe I just wasn't in here enough or didn't hit that exact location.
It happens as soon as you get to this back portion. So, nice little sewing area.
I like the
tailoring.
tailor room. Yeah. I like the tailoring room a lot. I just like the windows, how you have that done.
Look out over the porch while you're working.
Yeah.
Working on the looms, you can look out through that window.
More of the dining hall, like that.
Yeah, leads back to our,
right, right there too. That must be
Yep.
newer. Like, now I just got the new computer, so that might be part of it. Because it never happened before on the lower computer. Like, I like this area too. We'll walk out here and look at this. This whole section's neat.
Yeah,
I am excited about those new decorative beams they're adding.
Yes, I've already kind of pondered a little bit about what I'm going to do with it in this common area.
Yeah. I like that a lot.
I didn't quite finish doing the additional decorating once we added the towers. But
Mm-hmm. And I'll follow you upstairs. Look at the second floor.
we can even just show this part of the wall off really quick. Oh, we got the windmill there.
Oh yeah, we'll do this little walkway, but yeah, the windmill is very cool.
And then when we tore the houses, we can go the rest of the way. But
Yeah.
yeah, originally this was just its own little porch, and then just we kept adding to everything.
I think that's pretty much the whole thing of us right there. I do like that.
Yeah. Another kind of sitting area up above the first.
I love that. I really do like this. This looks so cool.
A nice view of the tiled walkway.
Well, fair,
Just
but
turned out. This
So-
one, you get a nice view out in the courtyard and stuff.
yeah, I like that. I like that a lot.
Little porch out front.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's from up here. Like you want to do announcements for guild or something like that.
Yeah, no, I like it.
I don't know if you want to show want me to show off the attics or not.
We could show off the attic. Yeah, why not? I think you said it's over here, right?
Yeah, we got 2 of them in here.
I mean, it doesn't hurt to show. This is even just mostly for even us as well. If we have questions and we just wanted to remember, we can watch the video and kind of look at what we had done. I know the rebuild is probably going to change a lot of this. I didn't say a lot. Like, I plan on building my place pretty much the same way I did before, but knowing some of the stuff we changed, and just because you're not going to be able to reproduce things exactly, I know things will change, even just minutely. But
I even altered that stairwell back in there, get up in there. Just remember how you kind of had to hop up onto the stairs?
Yeah.
Yeah, I shifted things around to make it flow a little bit easier. Our little porch here.
I like that.
One of them.
One of them looking down.
And if you wanted to have the castle like serve its purpose, it's like this could be an archer platform during siege and stuff, so you can control that road down there. And a little reading area for the people living in these rooms up here.
Oh, I hope we get bookcases sooner than later. That'd be great.
Another little balcony out here.
Yeah, this one was... didn't we do this out of, like, necessity almost? Like, it just happened?
Yeah, like... It was just the way the plot laid out.
Uh-huh.
We would have had issues with the eave wrapping all the way around.
Right.
So I just kind of fiddled with this to make it kind of work. But it turned out this is actually good roof access if we needed to do anything up top.
Right, yeah, we did find that out. That was easy to do.
Yeah, and then this nice back porch for the people living in here. Guests. I think this is the best view out of this entire guild house.
Oh, yeah.
Right here.
Yeah. The lighting is nice too when it finally does go at night. Like these corners light up. Top one's a little farther because the light box is a bit, but and we have these rooms.
Yeah, a couple of them aren't very furnished.
No, originally before we started building, that was Ezra's room, and
this one was yours.
this was mine. Yeah, because I think I placed the bed. I think I placed that thing there.
And this one was originally my room to the right.
Oh yeah, you did a lot in this room.
I'm decorating it, and then since I moved to one of the tower tops, this is actually spectrals now.
Oh, nice. That looks nice. Because I know Spectral was like, I'm not going to build, so go ahead and build the foundry, and he just lives in the guild house. And then this one was more
more attic access, and also I was planning on adding more rooms, kind of like servant rooms.
Yes, yes.
Like we have this one back here that I was starting to work on. Doing a little bit more decorative on the back wall here, and I was planning on putting some shelves and storage underneath there.
I like that.
You'd have your own little servant room or guest room if you wanted.
Right.
And then
better than mine. Mine's in the basement.
These little alcoves is what I was turning into storage, and I'm gonna actually knock out all these shelves. I was gonna put 2, possibly 3 other rooms similar to that one.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And that's the main house.
That's it. All right, let's go check out your place. Then we can walk up there.
Sounds good. Ah, the light.
I know at certain times for me it feels like it's gotten worse because I don't ever remember that, but I also don't remember going into that house so much. I don't remember it happening in my tower.
It only happens over there.
Okay.
So, and then I noticed it's worse when I got my new monitor. So it's like the graphics and brightness is better. So now it really gives me a headache. But yeah, this is my place up here. So, come in here, little dining area.
I like that.
I was getting ready to kind of figure out how to put like a small hearth in here.
You know, this is something that I wanted to do earlier, and I ended up placing on the ground. But the basic fermenter, because it doesn't go on, I wanted to place it on a table, like in my one small house, which I'll show you when we get there. But it only goes on floors, so that would have been a perfect way of building a table that allowed me to put it where I wanted it. That's a good idea.
Yeah, the downstairs I was working on decorating a little bit, and then had these this wraparound porch.
I still love how you were able to round out this.
Yeah, I was happy with it.
That is really, that is so cool how you rounded that off.
I'm not sure if you saw it on your stream, but the tower tops there.
Oh yeah. There's no accessibility to those, is there?
No, you can't get in there.
Oh.
But how they light up at night. I love that. So it's like you're sitting out here on the porch and you can get that nice little spectacle.
That's so cool.
To see outside view of some of those porch.
On my screen, if I step back here, it doesn't render in the trees. You can see the city on the lake.
Oh yeah, I just saw it.
Yeah, right here it doesn't even render the water, but if I step here, it renders the trees in, but it's still cool. You can see the city by the lake.
Yeah. This wraps all the way around.
Yeah.
And again, if you needed to, this could be utilized as archer platforms.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You can shoot down onto the road, all the way into the forest, or even out front in that field if you had to, a little bit.
Yeah. Oh yeah, just one more place. Absolutely.
Easy access from either side with those doors. And, yeah.
I like it.
Up the bedroom area, so.
I hope they make more ornate beds.
Yeah, like, it's alright.
Well, there's the small servant bed, like the flat bed, but then there's two different kinds of other beds, but neither one of them look different. At least I don't think they do.
Well, they are a little bit different. So this is the wooden bed, so it's basically like the tier 3 bed.
Yeah.
So it's a little hard to see. You got like the cord going in and out on the bed frame, and it's slightly taller and wider than the tier 2 bed.
Right.
So it's a little bit different, but it's not like a big noticeable difference.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and this is the bedroom, and then I just had my little access up here for some storage.
Oh, it got real dark there for me for a minute. Oh, yeah, I like that. Yeah, you were showing me that originally, that you were trying to do stuff with that.
Oh, yeah, this is my little tower top loft.
I would love more tapestries, too. Like, we have the 3 tapestries, which I'm very happy we have. But I'm hoping, A, they give us more tapestries. But more importantly, rugs. And not bear rugs. I want normal rugs. Know what I mean?
Yeah, we're talking about the rugs and stuff.
Yeah, well, I like the bear rugs, but they're meant to be a bit more like rare. They're like hunting trophies.
Yeah. Like if they had it as like a trophy instead of made out of the tier 2 hide, I think it would be more of like, oh, you actually got a bear rug instead of you go out farming for a couple of hours.
I just meant like even from a whatever perspective, it was something that was hard. But also because they keep the head in there, it's not flat. I wish there was a headed and unheaded option just so that it didn't have this little lump there.
Yeah, it literally becomes part of the terrain and you have to hop over it.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Let's head back up here. We'll go back over here. We're going to look at the main towers. Then we'll look at the tower stuff, and then we'll head down.
The latest tower is hope you're not against stepping up plenty of flights of stairs.
I know. Well, we had to do it in order to... I think next time if we do it, probably make it a little lower and maybe take the hoardings down. Like, I think it would have been fine one level lower than what it is, and the hoarding be at the top. I don't know. Like, I'd have to look at some classical examples of hoardings.
Yeah, we can do stuff with it.
I like having the central tower. I like having that there. I don't know. All right. You lead on this one because you built this one for the most part.
Yeah, I changed up this interior quite a bit. Like, I started getting this ready.
Yeah, because we were going to do beds up there.
Yeah, but again, never got around to it. But here's the only access to get up to this tower.
All right.
So if you wanted to control this tower, you'd have to fight your way up.
Yeah. And this is exactly what I wanted, this parapet looking thing. Right here on this level. I like this. I like this a lot.
Like, I know it's not at proper height, like for the Merlins. It's supposed to go completely cover your head, but
no.
It's more or less aesthetics right now.
Yeah, no, it still looks good. It still looks good. I like that.
Yeah, to put like some barrels and stuff in here.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of decorate it a little bit, maybe a chair or two.
Yeah.
So
are those hunter benches or something? Something that, yeah.
You got somebody on watch. They got like a barrel full of arrows or some spot to sit down for a second. Yeah. I started adding braziers in here, but I didn't have a lot of decoration yet. No. I'm just going to jog all the way up.
Oh, yeah, because it is a lot of steps. Whew.
I think it's like 7 floors.
Is it really that many? I mean, from top to... Oh, yeah, it's this one first, right? This will get us out into the hoarding.
Yep.
I like the hoarding. I really do. I think we should have went all the way around with it.
That was one of the things I was kind of debating. I'm all like, do I want the defensive part to go into the inside? Because I know typically with defensive structures on castles, they didn't want, like, per se, the outer wall got captured by the enemy.
No, that's
you don't
true.
Want them to be able to use it effectively to launch further attacks inwards.
I think from an aesthetic point, it's just jarring when it ends, and you could see just flat wall. And maybe it would be less jarring if the tower wasn't so tall.
Something I could do, potentially, is open it up so you're not protected, but still have it wrap around.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. Take the...
On the outer walls, we got the crenellations with merlons, but open balcony on the back side.
Right.
So it's less defensible if an attacker takes it, but still very defensible if the defender's still occupied.
Right.
So,
makes sense.
Kind of give it that aesthetic to it. Yeah, only a couple more floors to go. Yeah, all the way up top here. Tallest part of the castle.
Tallest part of the castle, which you can now look down over everything. Whew.
And again, with the view looking way out there over the mountains and valleys.
Yeah. Oh, it looks so good. I was still hoping when we get more people in that they like start filling out that area in the front right there. Like it becomes a village, if you will. Houses and stuff can just like fill in that whole area. It'd be great.
Well, thanks to a couple of people. Yeah, we were starting.
Yeah, we were getting people in there.
Again, it's still early access, so there's only so many people online, so much excitement for it.
Right. I think it will start changing as well as, things start happening and the game becomes more fleshed out. I know a lot of people burned out very early, especially if they weren't into building. They build a basic base and they went, okay, now what do I do, Yeah,
the moment was very, very much a builder's dream.
Yeah. Well, like you said, the main things for survival games generally are PvP. But there was no reason to PvP. Like when they come out with that whole night system and everything like that, I think that'll, if there's leaderboards and the ability to fight for noble positions, that will keep people farming, the PvEers going out and farming loot so that, because obviously when you die in PvP, you're going to have issues with, we need more gear, Yeah, let's...
Right now, the game only has one PvP zone.
Yep.
So you have to actually go out there looking for the PvP. Right. And potentially it could take you an hour, if not more, to walk out there, depending on where you're at.
I wanted to make this into a bunk room too, where just having several cots on both sides. Like my idea here was this whole rows of beds and small tables, maybe 8 of them, or 4 of them on this side, 4 on this side. So this was just a bedding area. All right, and then this was a house that I'm sure my son would have loved to claim, but he claimed every other house. So one of the things I liked most about this is if you come out here, unfortunately, I don't like how these things stuck out, but because of how I built the wall, those are actually structural. And if they were moved, the thing can't hold the wall up. Like, it's weird how it was built.
You might be able to offset it down 1 notch.
Yeah, that would have probably helped. But you see how I have almost like this rounded nave here? I like that.
I did like this nave on the end here.
Because then when you go inside, I don't think I decorated this one much. I think I put a small bed over here because I had one. This was, again, another house, but I did like this little rounded section with the windows. I think that looked really, really nice.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that'll look really, really nice. And I do think next time when I do this, I'm going to offset a lot of these down ones so they don't stick out through the top. Some places I liked it better than others. And you know, one thing I actually noticed that I did on this side that I didn't do on this side is this side, the stone columns in the corners didn't go up. I built the stone columns over there to make it look like it was part of the stone house. I didn't do that on this side. So then this was our gate hoardings, which I really liked. Let's go up here. We'll check this one. I'm going to do the downstairs, and I'm going to do the other house afterwards, but I'll do this. And this one was my son's house. As soon as he saw the tower, he loved it. And I'm pretty sure me creating this tower is what made you go and move over there, too.
No, that is exactly what that was.
I built this tower.
And then it got me thinking about that one over there.
Yeah. So this actually started, and I'll come down here real quick. This started right here where I noticed I had room, and I'm like, I bet you I could climb up on top of that tower. I wanted to do something, and I was just half curious if I could build these stairs up the side, and I had enough room, and I'm like, you know, that looks pretty good. And actually, the reason why they end so abruptly right here is because that's where the plot ended. I could fit this, and I couldn't go any further. I'm like, all right, good enough.
Oh, I get it.
Now, this house I decorated because it was for my son. It's a little lightly decorated, but there's if you look up top, I built the chandelier. He's got a couple of these small wooden chests, a chest right there, a small table and a chair, more chest, a bed. This is his hearth / cooking thing. I know the big spit roast, like, why'd you put this in here? I built it because it's meant to be a hearth. I know at the time when I built it, there's 3 things we can cook on it, but it's odd you still can't cook the lower stuff. His little wash basin for when he wakes up. I wanted to do a little bit more in here, but I was also trying to figure out, I was kind of half thinking about over here, if possible, trying to figure out how to build a little wall that was sort of off-centered, so it was almost like a privacy partition, so he could, like, bathe right here, you know, like what you'd have in a bathing section. But that's this house.
See, this was similar to what I was kind of thinking about doing.
Yeah.
Over in my tower. Like, I was thinking about putting a tiled roof section on the inside, and then trying to open it up so it'd be like almost like a small chimney venting out the back.
Yeah. I thought about that.
Never got around.
We'll go around this way again because I also built this over here as a way of it looping. Originally, this was not the intention. This was not here originally. And then I went, you know what? I built it on that side because that was the only way to access that end of the tower because I couldn't go on the outside. And the symmetry thing bothered me. I'm like, well, if I have one on one side, I have to have it on the other too. So he ended up having a second. We'll go down here. I didn't know what I wanted to do with this. I was going to make this another room. Like, this whole tower I wanted to do a little something different in. And when I say something different, because we moved this used to be where we had all of our carpentry stuff, but we didn't.
Like that,
yeah, I wanted this whole tower to be closed. I was actually going to close this tower off right here and make it like an actual tower where things could have happened. This could have been a kitchen area. But I never did get around to that. So we'll come out here, little porch type area. And you'll see, right, let's go look over here. Because we have that whole section back through that here, just as one big loop around. No reason to go up there. It loops around, and then one goes up into the tower. But we had everything separated. Here's our leather working tables, our tanning. And we moved our carpentry over here. So the carpentry was on this side. Smithing was on the other, which you saw. Here's our carpentry benches and all of this. Now, this you had built earlier, this second level, which now has a bunch of chairs in it.
Yeah, I'm just like, I got plenty of chairs sitting in chests. So
yeah, no, that's cool. There used to be flooring here. The reason why there's not is I couldn't put those things in there anymore, so I removed the flooring.
That's where the flooring gets a little rough.
Yeah.
Like the support beams underneath sometimes block placement of chests.
Right.
directly under.
So I have tempted, if I built this again and I had to do this, I would build a railing right there just to so you don't walk on the top of the chest, but it is what it is. Then we had our big storage area back here. Big storage area at all of our archery items. Animal parts for sinew, shields, 4 chests for armors, 6 chests for weapons, 3 chests for tools, and then we had like woodworking tools and then stone in the last ones. I actually really like this. This was a cool thing, just for organizational purposes. Like you can look at them and there's full in there. All right, now let's go over here. This was originally like when we did these walkways. I wanted this whole thing open for the military district so people could do stuff. This was originally going to be a raised platform with like training dummies. But I got it in my head. My son and I were playing Valheim, and I built a house that was like this weird A-frame. I know this isn't an A-frame technically, but it's like a 4-sided A-frame. I built it in Valheim, and I fell in love with the design. And I'm like, I wonder if I can build this exact same thing in this game. Because a lot of the parts are similar. Like the snapping, everything is like that. And it actually turned out super well. So I like this too. So I made a side door because there was a side door. In my Valheim house, the side door went out into a porch, which it still does here, that wrapped around. And I thought that fit in well. So I just made a little sitting area. There's a little bench back here. But for like a single level A-frame, it looks nice. Then this wraps around. This looks natural as part of the section, and it leads back over there. I'll come over here and show this before I walk inside because I'm excited about that house. This is going to be a garden area, which is why I left the wicker fence. I'm going to build stone walls under here to make this like a stone pathway underneath this particular house. But let's go ahead and check out this little A-frame. This was probably one of my favorite small builds, and if I only had a single plot, this is probably what I would build. So
like this small clearing in the forest.
Yeah, it would be beautiful. So I'll kind of take it all in. I actually did those crosshatch thing with the beams to let in light. I could have filled that entire area in and made it closed, but I wanted it to be open to let in light. And I think it looks super cool. Over here is a small bed. This is meant to be for a small family, so clearly you have a bigger bed, which I know with my size would only be one, but you could almost argue this could be a couple bed. I was thinking Medieval Dynasty where you had the double bed for the husband and wife, and then you had one for the kid, and the kid would be right over here. This is the kid's room, like over here. So he's got the stool, he's got a little shelf on the wall, a little chair. Then we have over here the bigger area, the bigger bed. They have the wash basin. Again, more wooden cabinets, a small dining room table, if you will. This originally I wanted to have one of the brewer things sitting on top of the table. It will not sit on top of the hunter's table.
Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, kind of sucks.
Yeah. Now I could build it, but as I look at it now, like what you had built would have been super cool, and I could have done it over there maybe. But I like the hunter's table. I think it looks probably one of the best looking tables we have in the game. I know that's a pre-order bonus thing. And then, of course, we have in this corner, what did most people have? Cask of wine and storage and stuff like that. And, of course, in the center of the house was the hearth. So I put the reason why I put the small one is because it wasn't up against the wall. The bigger ones had that, that backing. And I just want it to be an open fire, like what you would expect in a small house like this.
I do think the small one looks better in here.
Yeah. But this, I was very proud of this. Like you were on our, you've been on our Valheim server with Ezra and I, and you've seen that house. As he says, the King of Yellow's house is what I tried to rebuild. Obviously, we had a forge built on the side of it, but I tried to recreate the A-frame. And I think this is probably one of my favorite small builds I did. I'm definitely redoing one of these again. It was fun to build, wasn't too hard. All right, now my final one. here I made this little walkway because originally we had a walkway. This will, again, still be a walkway, but I'll close it off probably right here and then build like a stone half wall this entire length so that people could still walk under here and then walk right into the garden. And this is going to be a garden. I'm leaving these trees here. Hopefully they don't get removed because I like the way this garden is. I might even put a well right here. Even though there's one inside, I might just build one right here. I wanted to kind of do maybe right here an apiary. So there's beehives. I like this little area. I think it's probably one of the nicest areas.
Yeah, I hope when they fix the trees growing through your buildings that they make it where as long as you don't cut them down, they're still there.
I kind of hope there's a bit different. Like, I think the only time trees shouldn't go through a building is if you place a brick floor.
Okay.
You know what I mean? If you place a brick floor, it
foundation,
removes anything, like a foundation block, yes.
Or even, like, the large bushes, like over here. Because you can see where the foundation is still kind of close to the ground, you still get grass.
Yeah, I think anytime a stone foundation goes down, it should just clear any foliage, any trees. But that's the only thing I think it should tie to. So then I made this little archway coming up here into this little house. I put this out here mostly because I couldn't fit it inside the house. Originally, my cooking was going to be in the basement.
Yeah.
And this would just...
that into a structure is a little bit of a pain.
Well, yeah, you
Especially
did it over in your side, but that house is also...
like 2.5 hours to...
Not only that, but it's also that plot... The house is built on 3 plots. This is built on 2. So I'm 1 whole plot less than what's over there. Yeah, I still think it looks nice right here. It makes it look like an outdoor. It works. I like it. Of course, you can go into the tower or up into my son's thing. This is the back porch, or the front entrance, really, because I actually built this off of a real-life blueprint of a house that I wanted. Obviously, I changed things around to make it more like what I want. The original house didn't have a chapel. I built the chapel to it, but this is supposed to be the back porch, and the front is supposed to be the other side, like the main entrance, but that doesn't work that way because it's free-floating. But I love the view, and I actually like that I put the little oil lamps on the edges to light this up. It looks pretty cool at night, even though they don't generate a ton of light. Okay, so when we enter here, did a couple things. Actually, I'll walk out here first. This is the main entranceway, but I did create a second entrance right here, which is just a small sitting-ish area. It's like a mudroom kind of thing. So I added chairs, I added a rug, and this loops over and connects. Again, that tree would be great if it could be removed, but it creates this little section as it connects the whole thing into the wall. So I'll come back in. I'll shut my door. I do like I put those tapestries there. I think they look nice on that wall. This is the main dining room. Again, this is meant to be the Lord Commander's house. This wasn't meant for big... If there was big feasting, it's over in the guild hall. But this is for his family. So we had that. This is the kitchen. Again, meant to be part of this whole section right here. Back here, this is my chapel. Most lords would have a chapel, so I built a chapel. That's the closest thing I had to a cross, and I think it actually looks pretty good, so I built it like a little altar type thing. This is the chapel.
You have little lamps down.
I do have little lamps on there, yeah. I think that looks really cool from a cross perspective. I really wanted to add more light in here, but I didn't want to use the wyvern sconces. But they're the only sconces in the game right now, so I couldn't do anything else, and that kind of made it a mess, because it does have those chandelier lights, but because of how they do the light boxes, the chandelier lights don't light this up very well. So unfortunately, it is what it is. This is the presbytery, or rectory, or whatever, however you want to call it. This is where the priest, the pastor would sit, the chaplain, whatever you want to call him, he could sit back here. And I put a chair, but I wanted to do a table. And like I said, the best table I think I found was one of the alchemy tables because it looks like it had scrolls in it. So I was going to put one of those in here. I was going to put a big dresser type thing right here. So that I could have done the dresser, but I just didn't build it. So that is the chapel. Oh, there is some lighting issues in this one. We'll check this out. This is the front porch, and also where, like he said, he could have addressed the soldiers down below from the front porch. Now, yeah, it does have a nice view of the little house, but I really like this as well. This was really cool. I really like this section.
I do like how it's a little tucked in here between the two sections of the house.
We'll go down into the basement. The basement is a work in progress. I had built these things just so I could repair this. These were not actually, this was just functionality. That's why they're all here. So I could just repair my stuff when I was in here. This was meant to be deep storage. As you can see, tons of food items. This is all meant to look like this is long-term winter storage for food. This is the bread baking area. Over here, there was a servant's. This is where the servant slept, right here. Servant slept down here. And this is obviously we had small cooking. If it wasn't major cooking stuff would be done. A lot of times bread was cooked in the early morning. So while the Lord was sleeping, the servant would wake up, cook all the bread, do all that stuff. The cutting of meat was done in basements. It was cooler. And of course, down here, because there's a tree, gonna cut it down real quick just so that we can.
What's your battle axe?
I know it's just what I have. I mean, I have the other axe too, but just cut it down so you can actually see it look nicer. Without the tree, this is the brewing area. We have the full fermenter, the wine stuff. We have the distillery over there, and of course that then goes into. We have a well directly in here, as well as my reagents. And my alchemy table. And then over here in the far other corner, we had basic storage. Again, not food storage, but you see I use their things to separate out. Vegetables like onions, herbs, berries, mushrooms, animal parts, flowers, potions, and alcohols that were formed. All this was all meant to facilitate the alchemy table and the brewing process. So that was my basement, which I was very, very proud of. This was originally my son's room, and it is still a spare room. He actually said this is still his room. Oh, it got real bright there for a second. I had to move. This is still his room. He wanted both rooms. So right now he might not know it, but I'm using it for storage of linens because I didn't have other room. So, but this is a small little bedroom. Again, didn't do a whole lot, just a chair, basics. I wanted to do more decorating, but with what pieces I had, I didn't know what I could decorate with. You know what I mean? We had a couple things, but there was...
You can only put so many cabinets and chairs.
Right. I try to put the cabinets and chairs to make it look like it's a thing, like that would be usable. But after that, there's not a whole lot you could do, which is probably why I like the A-frame, because it's a smaller section. I only had the same amount of materials, but I was able to fit more in it. It feels way more lived in because everything seems like it serves a purpose. And then we had essentially the workroom, jewelry crafting tables, leatherworking, tailoring. All of this was all meant to be like where you would do the sewing and things. Because all of it would be here. And even I put the jewelry crafting table and stuff there as an idea of, well, if they were embroidering dresses and things like that, they would, they could right here. Oh, here, let me do the metalwork that goes with the dress, the gown, the whatever. So, the lordly clothing. All right. And we're going to go upstairs. And I am going to switch into my town clothes. I made this upstairs here. This was the Lord's bedroom. Excuse me while I change into my clothing real quick. I came over here. Yes, I want all of this. Actually, I had two different things, and I think I used, let's see, equip. I need to get rid of my helmet. Unequip the helmet, unequip the shoulders, unequip all of this stuff right here, because I don't want any of this on. I just want to wear my basic things. So I have two. This was I like the cloak, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna remove the cloak too, because the cloak was just a little much. My basic. Now, the one thing, I had a hood, which I really liked for when I'm outside, my outside hood. But I actually, while I was leveling up my,
people with the reflection.
oh yeah. This is a typical hood. I liked it, but I now have the fur hat, which I think feels way better, way more noble. So of course, this is the tier 3 helm or tier 3 bed, and I made it look like a dresser. I have a sitting spot and everything like that. This is his workbench. I put the founder's table up here because I'm like, you know what? This just feels like the working location. Like if you had to sit at a table. And I think this one probably is some of the best. It almost looks like it has a weight there, so if he was counting out coins, it would have a scale. He has a little porch right here. Again, a little higher porch, which I like, that you can look out over the whole courtyard, and I really like that.
And it's up high enough, not many places people could disturb you.
Again, another small table. This is the hunter's workbench table, and the hunter's workbench, my favorite table. I really wanted, if they ever do bookcases, this was going to be bookcases right here, so he could sit here and read books, or he could lay out and put books here for study. And there is one.
I do like how the little tapestry fits neatly in there.
In that one section. Yes, yeah. And actually, I did the same thing over here. The whole reason why the tapestry went here versus over in the middle was because this is where it looks centered, like it's in the middle of everything. That was actually done. Originally, I wanted it right here, but then it kind of cut into other stuff. This was perfect size.
Did you place them with the snap points, or were you doing a free place?
Snap points.
Those on the tapestries can be a little finicky.
Yes. This is a small other little porch. We're going to go look at the last one there, but it's just one small section, which also came out, and I think it looks really nice. And then the final area was just one other porch, which is right over here. It's a little bigger, but I added another hunter's workbench over here, and this allowed for 2 seats. And of course, I put flowers everywhere. And it's one of my favorites. Yeah, no, I'm very proud of this house and how it turned out. I think it looks great. I was slowly moving stuff over, and honestly, one of the things you'll see over here, I was trying to do the stone flower pots, but the more I look at them, the less I like them. I almost wish I would have stayed with the wicker, because the wicker ones look really good on the house. This house, if they ever give us stone walls, that might change, but we'll have to see.
The window planters?
Yeah, the window planters. So yeah, I don't know. Like it may change in the future. I haven't decided yet. All right, I'm gonna put on all my armor here, because we're gonna go and do the next thing, which is we're gonna go look at from far away, from the other hill, before we close out this stream, just to look at it from what our neighbors get to see. But yeah, this is what we get to look at when we look out. This was my porch, and probably one of my favorite sections. So Dak, I see you in chat. Sorry, I just saw your message. He goes, "This game looks better every time I watch you stream." Yeah, we're actually just doing a final tour of our little city, because in the next patch, they're redoing some of the landscapes, and they're gonna they're wiping the plots, essentially. They said we're going to be able to keep everything, but how they're going to do that, no one really knows. So we wanted to... Well, at the very least, they're going to remove our plots, and we have to replace them. So however they decide they're going to do that, I have no idea. But, yeah, we'll see. All right, let's go across into the meadow and look up at the place as a final. Yeah, this is... We just wanted to get one more memory of the place. We'll obviously come back. We're not done playing the game. Oh, I love this game, so I'm not doing that. It's more just...
for 600 hours in it, I think I like it too.
Yeah, I think, that's, as they keep releasing more stuff, we'll be here, but we wanted to get a, just for posterity's sake, being able to view our city and, look at it. Because even if they give us, if they're not able to give us our plots in its entirety, that we can place it all down exactly like it is in one click, even if they just return the materials, that's just going to be us rebuilding, and things will change. Even if we try to build it the exact same way, we're not going to be able to. Things will change. We'll see new ways of doing stuff. Even if we're like half a foot over the wrong location or whatever, it's like, oh, wait, wasn't there like a cliff here? It's not the same anymore. We'll have to see. So, yeah, we're recording for posterity.
Screenshots or, videos, live streams. It's like, even if you go off of that, you're still not going to get it exact. So.
Exactly.
Although there are a couple of improvements that we now know about that we can incorporate early on.
Yeah, well, that might change our structure around, too, because a lot of what we built early on when we first started, and then we had to adapt to make things work. The next time, we'll be able to build with that knowledge in mind. And before we log off for this, I want you to take a few more screenshots from all angles. Because you can just do that and then post it in our Discord so we have it.
Yeah, we'll get
just those above area shots would be great.
Fighting on a little cliff doesn't work very well.
I know. I'm happy we'll get to keep our character, especially if they allow us to, hey, look, here's one person who built something. Yeah, this is their little base. What's really weird is they put in a splitting spot, a founder's table, and a basic cart. So that's like the first items they built. But then how did they get these super special chests?
Maybe somebody built them.
Or gave it to them.
Yeah, gave it to them, and then they just placed it. Or this was like an outpost. They'd already unlocked stuff, so they're just coming out here to kind of get something started, but never did anything with it.
I mean, that would look really cool to build that A-frame right there in the middle of all those trees.
Oh, yeah.
If you were a solo.
Yeah, A-frame would look great on something like that.
I do like the meadow for how green it is, but you really cannot beat our positioning.
Yeah, little campsites, people that were getting started out down here.
Yeah. I see like they have basic little structure kind of built.
Like a little foundry right there that somebody got started. That octagon thing.
I want to look at that again.
You'll hate it.
Oh, I'll hate it. It's not that good. Oh, no, that octagon. I thought you meant this thing. I tried to build this earlier.
Oh, yeah, little apiary. Yeah, I love that. That's been here since before we got established in our castle.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you really want to be disgusted, yeah, we can walk in here really quick.
I already don't like it. This is somebody building form over function. Or function over form, rather. This whole thing bothers me. Oh.
Yeah, it's still a game. Like, yeah, you do what you do, but like not everybody has to build for aesthetics. Like,
I know, but
right here, this thing.
How did they do that?
I don't know, but I hate it.
Oh, I know, me too. It sounds like maybe what they did was they just built foundations, built it, and then deleted the foundations, and for some odd reason this didn't collapse immediately. I have no idea.
Maybe because it's sitting on top of a chest. I don't know.
I mean, I like the window and the alchemy table, like that, but the rest of it, yeah. What is this? Ugh. I just got crawlies all over my skin because of this place. This is disgusting.
Like, it is
The lights are going through the floor.
the hanging chain. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, because what they did was they rotated it up. They didn't want it so low, but that makes it go through the floor. Look at it. That is efficiency at its peak right there. All that just boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, like when I'm using lights, like chandeliers like that, I have to take that into account. Is there a floor up above?
Yeah, if there's not,
Then I might adjust it to where that chain goes up into a wall so that it's not seen or tripped on.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is the guy that I like getting a view from.
Right here.
Just on the porch here. He's got a nice little setup.
Yeah.
But yeah, on his porch over here, this is what he has to look at.
I know, right? Wow.
That's the view I like.
Yeah. Well, now you can see what I mean about the jarringness of the ending of the hoarding on the back of the tower.
Yeah.
But
even when, like, up by where your cooking hearth is, that exterior one, even looking at it from back there, it's a little jarring.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, I like this area that we're on, but
and the second build we do, we'll be making some modifications like that, making everything just kind of look even better.
Yeah, I mean, I really like that section. The only area I'm so torn because there's so much I like. I like the green grass over here better, but unless we were able to like build, I don't know, like right here at the very tip and build it right here. I like the area we're at now. Like building where this guy is, doing that whole section would be neat, but I don't know. I still like where we are by the gateway. I'm torn.
I don't like the elevation too much. Like the elevation changes here are too sharp. Like they go up and down too much.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, we had a pretty flat area where we are. Yeah, right here is probably the flattest area, but you'd have to build a huge base straight down in order to build here.
His tower started. That's a decently flat area. But if we were to build over in this area, I do a lot of like terracing.
Okay.
As go up in like a elevation.
Right. I mean, I don't know. The only issue I have right here is even if we built, this is about the only place that I'd go, yes, I like this. Because we'd also be close to the spawn area. But the issue that I...
Battling two different spawn spots.
Well, yeah, but I'm looking at it from... So when we leave our area, there's two roads we go down, and it allows us to go... We'd be... the only benefit to here is we'd be half an inch closer to the stone lands to the south for steel, but not by much. But I mean, we'd be further away from the... Huh?
30-second change in the travel time.
Yeah, it's not long.
Yeah, it's not much.
Yeah, no, I don't know. Like, it's weird because if you're building here, then you're still seeing the area where I'm really torn because I do like our area that we have. And from a gateway perspective, it's so nice. But I'm sitting here thinking how far we'd have to run. We don't have to run far to hit up a couple, like the Wolf Cave, a couple areas, really 4 areas real close. We'd have to run a lot further.
Ring forts there. We got 3 of them. It's a quick little jog over to the east to get wrought iron.
Yeah, yeah.
And then maybe 5 to 7 minutes down to get to the Lance of Stone in order to get that pure iron. But there is one spot I wanted to show you that I found that looks really nice. that is still kind of a meadow area like this.
Okay.
You want to go for a quick jog?
Yeah, let's go for a quick jog. I like these trees.
Yeah, these bigger ones.
Yeah.
So I noticed the higher tier trees just provide more heartwood.
Mm-hmm.
So those steel chopping axes, we can now cut down the trees in the like mistlands, pretty much.
Oh, those really creepy looking trees. Yeah.
Yeah, the haunted forest,
Yeah.
and that provides quite a bit of heartwood.
Mm.
You could actually probably see straight out ahead of us, above the treetops, the foundations of where I'm talking about.
Oh, okay. On the top or the bottom?
It's on top of a cliff. Similar to what we got. It's still a really nice view.
Take a look.
No, one of the dogs wandered over, wants attention.
Oh, that's what they do.
Yeah.
Do we know when this patch is coming out? Because I know we're recording as of
yeah.
like the 15th of October, but they didn't tell us when.
So I think they announced this, what, a week, 2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
And they have said that they will give us ample heads up when they are doing these wipes.
Okay.
So a month, if not more, from the time they announce it is my estimation. But
Okay, so like even if they came out tomorrow, we'd probably be a month away and say, hey, we're doing it. It'd probably be a month away. Yeah.
yeah, like they haven't given us a hard date yet, so we're still weeks away in my estimation. But
Okay.
again, that's my estimation. That's not their.
Yeah, right. Well, they haven't really given us any word. They've been a bit slow about things for the most part. Like in terms of releasing new content type stuff. I know they're working on back end because I think when people came in and started doing stuff, they realized they had to shore up their back end.
Yeah, they're like, oh, yeah. I think it would be in their interest to do like some incremental small releases. Just like, here's a couple small quality of life things, kind of like what they did with science. But yeah, this is the kind of view. Oh wow, that they actually kept building out there in the water there. See that down in there?
Yeah, I do. Wow.
Yeah. I know I haven't been on PAX for much last couple of weeks.
Yeah.
But yeah, that used to be just a foundation in the lake there. Now they got that all built up.
Right. Well, how far is it? I mean, this might be something we might want to mark because this would be pretty cool.
Yeah, like ever since I saw
If
this
we could
view,
build like right here, like do our plots right here or whatever, like start them right here and go around, I think that would be pretty neat. Edges of our plots right here. Now, the only issue I have here, all right, I will say this. Our castle would look great. Any new people who came in would be building down a very steep hill. You see this?
Yeah, that's the one thing. It's kind of a narrow building area here. And this incline getting up here is pretty rough.
Yeah, I mean, we could build stairs and things. That's fine. But I mean,
Over
from-
here, though, I'll show you the rest of it.
where are you at?
Kind
Oh,
of
yeah, I see.
way up on the ridge.
Now, the one thing I do like is the fact I can get apples here.
Yeah, apples and plums, but
All right. Where are you at now? I lost you again. Oh, right over here. Oh, over here, yeah. We have a lot.
the slope is in. Okay, that's the cliff.
Mm-hmm.
Doing the little Mario jump.
I get you.
So yeah, where he's built here, like incorporating up onto that section, like you could have two
Yeah.
castles, so to speak, and then kind of bridge your way over. But this slope over here isn't as bad. getting in.
Yeah. I just think about the one nice thing we have where we're at now. While maybe I don't like the view or the ground as much, to be honest, we do have a beautiful pine forest right below us, which we can see. And it's flat on the back end, so people could build out and make a nice beautiful flat city. Yeah.
Yeah, you can see the view if you go
down there wouldn't be bad, but again, we like to build higher up, But
yeah, like this guy, if he had continued building, he does have a good potential for the view out here, for all the lakes and everything, the home valley.
Right. Oh, he probably did a 4-plotter right here. Yeah. Yeah, no, that's a beautiful view of the lakes and everything as well.
Yeah, he does have 4 plots here. I just checked.
Yeah. Yeah, it'd be pretty cool. I mean, yeah. I don't know. I still think our area is probably the best. And I only say that because it's flat enough that if more people join us, they can build out.
Yeah.
Like where we're at, this whole section between this road, like I'm looking at my map right now, this whole section could be built out with houses. This whole section, and not even be filled in all the way up to this road, and then they could build on the other side too. Really, it doesn't matter, but you know what I mean. Like we could even incorporate the roads as part of our city.
Have it kind of go down through the middle of the city as like the main street.
Yeah, have people build right along the road as well. Yeah, that would be neat. That'd be really neat. So yeah, I do like some areas, but I think we have the best plot in terms of just it. We high up on the hill. I'm coming back over here to look at.
I do like the view here, but the ability to build outwards.
And I mean, we still have the view. We can look down on these areas. We can look down on the forest area, and I'm looking at it now. Just like I see our place up there.
Like this elevation you're looking up at the meadow where a lot of people have built. If you're looking back toward our place, and that area looks up at our current location.
Right. Where are we? Oh no, oh, that's not even our place. Or is that our place up there? No.
That's that meadow that we look over at that we just came from.
Oh, right. That's the meadow that looks up. Okay, so I was actually judging that as our place, but this area is technically lower than where we are.
Yeah.
All right.
So I believe where we're at we're even lower than where we go to chop trees.
Oh, okay. Oh, so yeah, you're right. That is the valley we just looked at. Now what's attacking me? Oh, boar. I'll say, watch out. You don't have armor on. I'm going to run back and look at the house one more time before I end the stream up.
Yeah, my leather clothing that I'm wearing right now is still pretty good.
Oh, you're wearing leather clothing. Oh, I noticed your lacy bodice you got going on.
It's just all like, this might bother changing when you come back from hunting.
I mean, true.
I've played enough to where I'm all like, okay, now I'm just gonna make random sets of clothes and just like repeat it just a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna go out hunting. I'm just gonna throw on leathers. Why would you go hunting in plate armor?
I mean, it's true. What I really want to do is at one point, I would love to. This is something that somebody should do, okay? Because I know you can do it. I don't know how to do it. But do you remember, did you play World of Warcraft?
I never did.
Okay, you never did. Okay, well, I'm sure something similar. There was a site called WowDB.
Oh,
and
similar to like SteamDB?
The WowDB was a big news site, but it was also like a database of all the items in the game, okay? Now, yellow onion. The The reason why I thought it was cool is they had something called the 3D viewer. The 3D viewer extracted the models from the game, and it gave you a default character model that you could equip it to. So you could see what gear looked like.
Almost like an inspection.
Yes, yes. It would be so cool because the models already exist in game. To have a 3D model or where they pull the model out, and you could even see it in a gray box setting. Oh, Kappa Tattoo. There is a database and interact. I've seen a database. I've just not seen it as detailed.
So I know.
But nothing like WowDB. Yeah.
Oh, the interactive map and the data map or database. But yeah, they don't have anything like the 3D renders of all the items that you can like rotate and inspect.
Yeah, well, we have the examine option here, which essentially is a built-in way of rotating the item around and looking at it and stuff. It would be great to have that from a website perspective because so much of the clothing, like if you're just playing it from a game perspective, you're going to bypass it. You're not going to do a whole lot. But there are some clothing where I'm just like, dude, they look great. I would love to, and I don't want to do this in terms of actual crafting because you need tons of resources to do it. I want to make every item and then see what it actually looks like. Some of them look, I mean, historically accurate, but not something that I really want to wear. Did you see the braise or whatever? Like essentially the underwear option? Like that's a thing. But I would love to be able to like look at the armor on a character model and then see what I want to build for town clothes.
There's a bear, by the way.
Oh wait, where's the bear? Oh, he's getting close.
He's a little to the right. Yep, there he is. I lost track of you. Okay, you're on the wrong way away from the bear, so you're fine.
Yeah, no, I was running towards the road so I can get back to our village. There's a deer. Hello, deer. But yeah, they made so many of these items in game. I would love to be able to see what they look like. And then decide, hey, do I want to make this? Because if I want to make it, I might make it and make my character wear it. Like the armor you have on now looks fantastic. I'd love to have a set of that in my chest as, city clothing. I know some people don't RP that much, but I've been RPing this game, and I'm fine with it.
It's funny, the actual RP servers right now apparently have the most population. So I think that's kind of funny that the most popular servers are the ones where it's full of RP.
Well, to be fair, there's not much to do outside of that.
Well, it's like you're making a social MMO where the entire everything is built upon the players. It's basically you're just going to be RPing the entire game.
Yeah, and I like that. I like that a lot.
I don't have a problem with it. It's not like people enjoy doing RP. That's fine.
Yeah, I've always been like an RP light type person. I like to make characters. I never make character that's named like Pawn Star or something like that. Pwn Star. It's just nothing like gamer tags. I do. But I'm also not the guy who's willing. I remember playing World of Warcraft, and there would be people who would log in and they would RP in a tavern for 6+ hours. I'm like, let's go do a dungeon or something. Like I like to be immersive play. I think that's the way I talked about it. Like I still know it's a game. I'm not going to sit in a tavern for 6+ hours, though. You and I have pretty much done that in this city of ours. But it is what it is. But yeah, this is it. This is our town. So when the wipe happens, I still think even after I saw all the areas, I think we still come back to this spot. This is where I think we should be.
The second the wipe happens, as soon as I get home, like I'm just gonna just throw my gear off and then log in and then just beeline it straight here.
Oh, I'm unless they reset our spawn locations, I'm gonna log out here, and hopefully I'm in this spot or something similar, and then we can, like you said, just beeline it here, and we'll whatever we got to do.
I would kind of assume, this is just me assuming, that with the changes to the map, they don't want you to log in under a mountain.
Yeah.
So, or 100 feet in the air. So
Right.
They might just have you respawn at the home shrine.
Oh, yeah.
At your current home shrine. And then you just, because it's central for each one of the home valleys, and then you just make a run.
Right.
Do it.
So Sodak, I like to RP in a sense that my character does, wears, and uses makes sense. Kappa, are you on Freya? Yes, we're on Freya. I know exactly where you are. It used to be the place. I use that place to process hides, Satana's base. Oh, yeah. Yep. That's us.
Yep. Which server are we on?
We're on Freya.
Freya, that's what I thought.
Yep. Oh, you have a camp up here now? Oh, that's awesome, Kappa. Where at?
You're by the Pax Dei, up by the gate, or the one over by the meadow?
I built the statue. Okay, you built the statue.
Are you talking about that Minecraft one?
The Minecraft statue. The main one.
The main one. Okay, so the main Pax Dei. So the one down.
Oh, okay, all the way. Yes, all the way down here by the main lake right here. Okay, yeah, he did say Pax Dei. I don't think they're all. This is the only one called Pax Dei.
Oh,
the rest
so
of them
that
are,
is you.
Yep, you built the Minecraft statue. Ah.
I am torn on my opinion on that thing. Because on like the one hand, being able to actually make that was awesome. But on the other hand, I transport to the thing and I'm looking at a Minecraft character.
Kills my immersion. My immersion. Yeah, you tore down my town. Nice. Oh, yeah. Oh, we were as you saw here, we built everything with immersion in mind, not functionality in terms of, obviously, our blacksmith's over there, our carpentry's over there. We would have to run back and forth. We wanted it to feel like a city. And as we get more of our guildmates in here, we wanted to expand out and fill this entire area with our guildmates and make it a big city. That was our whole goal. We got a couple people here. As you can see, everyone in our group, that's our section here. But
oh, yeah, I've seen you in game, Rish. I've seen you down there.
Okay.
I've passed through a couple of times. I'm not sure if I said hi to you or probably one of your guildmates down through there. But I have stopped and looked at some of the buildings they made down there. They are awesome. Like I'm not sure if it's their cathedral, but there was like a cathedral down there. I love that thing.
Okay.
I think I showed you that one.
Yes, you did. Yes. A lot of those buildings were fantastic.
The Temple of Time.
Nice. Yeah, I only have my small chapel, but I always said if someone else came in, I really want to build an actual cathedral with the nave. Like what I built in Valheim. Remember the big cathedral-like church that I built in Valheim? I have several diagrams of those cathedrals, but I would need like 2 plots to do it. I kind of wanted to build it on the other side of the military quarter and make it just one big cathedral right there.
Oh, so the giant statue has the name of Steve.
Steve. Oh, yeah, Steve is the Minecraft character. Yeah, it's the mascot. I know that because my son loves Minecraft, so he's all about Minecraft. Everything Minecraft. Every Minecraft YouTuber, he's all about it. So he knows Steve. In fact, even on my desk, I have a little stuffy thing that he won from an arcade we went to, and he got a double. It's the female character I don't know who the female Matt, Leia or something like that. She's sitting on my desk right now.
Yeah, Cap was saying he built all that, and you should be proud of that, man.
Yeah, it's super great. I love this game. I am so happy with it. I wish, like you said, when they come out with the whole knight and vassal system for PvP, so people actually have something to compete over, then we're gonna see a lot of movement. Marketplaces, when they have the marketplace, I know they're working on coinage, like a monetary system in the game as well. That'll be a thing. How do you do the zoom out? While we're talking, I'm going to zoom out on
F7 for the camera mode.
Yeah, F7. But how do you make it go faster?
Alt and then mouse wheel. Scroll forward to increase speed.
Oh, yes, thank you. I wanted to separate out here. Alt and the scroll up, perfect. You guys are fantastic. Because I've been trying to do this forever, and I hate going at the speed that it normally is. It's so slow.
The speed of mock potato.
Yeah, I'm trying to get... There we go.
Yeah, ever since I heard that, I actually looked it up, and then...
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, that makes it so much easier.
Oh yeah, Cappy says I love your guys' spot too. Yeah, we were looking around and wanted. We're gonna come back here. This is our baby. As much as I like the meadow for the coloration better, I love our spot that we built.
Oh, the guy that had his little campsite next to us was kind of
our vagrant.
Yeah.
He bothered us so much. We never met him, but by the time we got here, he was there, but he never logged in. So like I had placed like we're
wiped on that previous little plot
cleaning. Oh yeah, in the first plot cleaning. So yeah, pretty much if you see where we're at, where we're standing on the map right now, that is the direct split between our plots, like where my little house is and the two side towers. Those were the plots that I own. The other ones are Satana's, minus where the guild house is sitting. That is my son's.
The back half of it.
Yeah, so we're built on 5 plots. Actually, we're built on 7 plots, but the 2 in front only have the foundry and then that one spot up there. But yeah, no, we love this spot. Absolutely adore this spot. Like I want to, like I said, if I can get someone else who's not big into building to take like right here, I want to build a cathedral right here, like a big cathedral, right on this section. Nice. Yeah, right here, because now there's a way you have to do these. So when you build cathedrals, the nave where the altar goes is supposed to always face east. Not always face east, but it's supposed to face towards Jerusalem. And since this, I know it's not based off anything they said, but it's more like medieval Europe. So it would still face east. You actually are supposed to face the altar towards Jerusalem, which would point it out this way, I think. So the main gate. And then, like I said, if we have more people come in, they could build their houses in and around this area, fill this whole section out with houses so it becomes an actual town. Like this section, even right here, the only place that drops off is right here. They could build houses all the way up here, all the way up to the road. And then we could incorporate the road into it, and even on the other side too. So this is the other side of our place. I had 18 to work with, now only 12. Oh, you had 18 slots. Yeah, no. This we have 4. So the military district right here, as we call the military district, these are my 4 plots. So these 4 right here are my 4 plots. As you see, we have built all this. I gotta go up a little higher. Woo! Alt and wheel. Okay, perfect. Then over here, literally our plot splits right here at this gate. Right on the other side is where his starts. So we have 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then my son's we built right here on 5. my son's
Yeah,
plot's
so-
right there on this back half. And
We
then
originally had 9 plots we were working with.
yeah,
Or
9
built.
original. And then this one was our 10th plot, which is another guildmate, Spectral, who wasn't really building. He's like, he put his plot right up against ours so we could build this. And then another friend of ours put his plot right here. He's going to build something. We don't know. And then we have one more guild member who built all the way over here. He quit, though. Well, he might come back when the game's out, but he was like, yeah, okay, it's fine, but there's not enough for him to do. He wanted to build a watchtower right here on this side, so he was working on that. But yeah, our original plot, which is everything within the walls minus this outside section, was built on just Satana's and my plot and my son's. My son's is just this right here. We added his here to build this back section. Oh, I do love this view right here, too, where I can look into the courtyard.
Yeah, and those towers probably going to, on the next build, make them a little bit more uniform. And then, like, that biggest tower, probably going to change that up a little bit. It's probably still going to keep the height, but change the hoarding around somewhat.
Yeah. Actually, I wouldn't even mind if we were one layer down and the hoarding was a little lower, but I think even if we were just one, like if we cut out that layer right below the hoarding and those things were right above, I think that would be perfect. I think it's just a tad
They
too
just
high.
move it all down.
Like, yeah, like this wall section right here, that being down, the whole thing dropping one level would be fine.
Yeah.
I think it's a little higher. But yeah, no, built these. And a lot of it, as much as you say about uniformity, I like uniformity to an extent. But I also like how medieval villages, they weren't uniform. At least medieval Europe. Now, Roman ones had a bit more uniformity because they like bright right angles. But we built everything almost into the terrain as it was, like just as we built. And it just sort of evolved as we went along, and this is what we got. Oh, this is so much nicer now that it moves faster.
Yeah, like there are some things, like those intricate towers on the one side of the main guild hall.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I want to incorporate those a little bit better.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Just because I didn't want the main house there originally to be just a giant square box.
No.
So, yeah, originally doing the foundation and all that, and then adding those 2 towers after the fact, it kind of made it a little wonky. Still made it work, but it took some effort.
Yeah. I'm
So
excited it's getting dark. We're going to... Oh, there's our lights!
Yep, the lights are coming out. I like it.
Like, I love the fact... I want to back up a little bit. They look better a little bit. The lights right here. You could see every light on the post that I put up. You can see the light of the altar coming in. I'm going to flip around here to the back here. I should take some screenshots too while I'm here. I'll let you do that. Take them during the day and from different angles.
Probably do that tomorrow. Get us during the day, and then
yeah. Because I'm about done here myself. I'm gonna end the stream here in a little bit. I just wanted to look at this when the lights all came on. You can see I'm gonna go up a little bit higher. Whoop. That's really cool. Yeah, I think the hoardings would look really neat if they went all the way around the tower. But generally speaking, yeah, I like the way this looks. The lights are coming on. It looks really good. I can see all the lights from everything. I love this base. I absolutely love it. I'm still sad that they're wiping it because I know we're not going to be able to have it exactly like this. I'm sure we'll make it better next time because we've learned things. But there's still something about how we have it built now that I love it. So, absolutely love this. This entire thing is fantastic. So,
well, if they incorporate a bunch of new building components, that'd kind of keep it exciting, rebuilding things and being able to incorporate those new beams.
Oh, the new beams. I would like to see the stone walls too, because I want to do a different. Like I even said that early on with the A-frame. I'm going to keep the A-frame exactly as it is. If they give us stone walls, I'll redo my manor house in stone. But the A-frame is going to stay just like it is. I love the way that weird. Well, it's not even an A-frame. It's like a double A-frame in a weird way. That I love. I just love that look. So, you know what I might do? Take that A-frame and build it on the towers next time.
That could work.
That same shape, if you wanted uniformity, it's an easy shape. But it's a perfect square. That's the thing you'd have to look at.
Like where my current tower is, it'd work on that.
It would work on that.
Square.
The rest of the towers, I don't think it would. Well, to a certain extent, it would. But I like how they're each unique. Like, I love this little nave thing I built, this little rounded section. I love that. And that just happened because of how the wall went around. Like, that formed naturally as we were building the walls when, hey, that's perfect. The one thing I probably will do differently if we do this again, which we will, push the wall in a little bit so that way this wall can come out a bit more. So this tower can have a bit more extra to it. But yeah,
it's learning how the plots work and then giving yourself a little bit of leeway so you can have like eaves, for example.
Well, that on my I got a new follower. Hey Kappa, thanks for the follow, man. Much appreciated. Like you'll see right here, the eaves cut off right here. They had to because the plot line is literally directly up against this. The eaves will not work. So I had to cut it. And that annoys me when I look at it, but because I was able to go straight across, it's not as bad, but it would have looked better if I could have done the whole eaves all the way around, but I couldn't because the plot line is literally right there. Yeah, but I'm loving this. I'm just gonna back up here and just do this.
Yeah, but at least stuff like that we kind of learned, and now we can look out for it.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a big snip of this. Just because I finally got a nice full boop. Cool. I had a nice picture. I wanted that. But yeah, I mean, I think that's where we're going to end for now. We really just wanted to do this stream just so for posterity's sake. That way, if things change, which we know they will, we'll be back here in this spot. Like, honestly, as long as I'm not on my trip or something, I'm kind of hoping it goes a little later. Because I'm going on to visit my girlfriend here later in November, like from November 12th to like 23rd. So I'm hoping it's not then. But we'll figure it out if we have to, whatever we have to do. But yeah, we wanted to do this for posterity so we can save our area and go from there.
And if Kappa, you going to this same server?
Yeah, Kappa, are you coming back to the Freya after the wipe?
Because if you are, I wouldn't mind going checking out your stuff again.
Yeah. Well, I'm curious, are you going to come back after the wipe, or are you going to wait closer to release? Because I don't know, I think a lot of like our guild mates just are like, especially since they're not I might go to Prometheus. Okay, cool. Is there a reason you're going to Prometheus? You just have friends going there? You'll be on every day. Yeah.
Like me for a while there.
I mean, we're going to have to do that again when we have to rebuild. And to be honest...
Oh, yeah, I'll be...
I was on every day anyway. It's only been the past few weeks I haven't been on every day, but I've been on every other day. Like, I log in, I still do stuff. And there are more people. Yeah. I didn't care about having more people. I was trying to, when the game first came out, I did my research on where some of the bigger players were going, as well as some, not even some of the bigger guilds. There were a couple troll guilds and stuff, like those really trolly like PvP players. And I tried to avoid them. So, only because I just don't I don't mind RP guys. If you want to play bandits, you want to do stuff like that, that's great. But the troll guilds that just like to dominate a server for fun, they build those whatever. I'm just not into that. So I was trying to avoid those. But yeah, if you got friends there, that's cool. So yeah, we'll be back here, and this is definitely a spot that I love. So we'll be here. If I find out what day it is that they're gonna do the wipe, I might even take off work and just wait for the servers to come up and beeline it, just to make sure. I think it's, I don't know. I have a feeling what's gonna happen is there's gonna be, I don't even know if there's gonna be such a huge drive to do it for the majority of players because they know it's probably gonna wipe again. So depends how they do it. I think a lot of players are just going to come in now launch day. It'll be, definitely taken off for that day. Waiting for that server.
I've heard mixed feelings about wipes. Like some people really don't want to lose all their progress, but you got other people who have built massive cities who want the wipe. And part of the reason's like, yeah, we learned so much. Now we can improve what we had already built previously.
Yeah, I'm torn.
Don't have to take the time to regrind out the skills to unlock these components.
Yeah, the primary thing is the character. I hope they never wipe the characters, even until launch.
I'm a little torn on that. I get why they would wipe your characters for launch. It would be nice to have them, but then again, it's kind of unfair to people buying it for the first time on the official launch. Because now you're going up against somebody who's basically maxed out all their skills.
It's true. So. And I think that only is going to affect the PvP side of things. Though,
yeah.
I don't know.
Well, it will affect the PvE because now you have, steel, for example, unlocked. You can get steel weapons pretty quickly at that point because you don't have to spend all the time grinding out your blacksmithing levels.
Well, I can tell you this. If they do end up wiping our characters, I can tell you what I know we're going to do day one. We're going to put our plots down, and we're going to build efficiency. I'm not building anything until I unlock a bunch of stuff. So there's going to be all plot. Putting my plot down and just building everything in one big, putting a foundation, laying everything down, grinding my skills up, like my carpentry and all that, so we can actually make decent stuff. I think it's carpentry is the major one you need to get up. To unlock most of the walls and things of that nature. I don't think anything else.
I didn't realize that they rebuilt that city that many times.
Well, I mean,
early on.
To be fair, the one thing that you can do is when you destroy stuff, you gain everything back. So it's not even it's a third. So literally, we could destroy everything and rebuild if we wanted to. And you're not losing anything. You're not losing a single thing. So in reality, if we wanted to rebuild, say, the military district, all I would do is take a bunch of chests, put them in that open area to store stuff, and then tear everything down and then build up again. You'd need tons of chests. That's pretty much what you'd need to store everything. Put it in the center and then just start building out and using stuff up and clearing it up as you go.
Yeah, but I'm not sure if you follow some of the stuff for YouTubers for Pax Dei, but that Golden City he was talking about, It's like that guild or whatever has their leader. I guess he has a YouTube channel about that. I believe he's on the RP server, isn't he, Kappa? Like the Golden Company, and then
Well, he does have the YouTube one.
Waterloo.
He's I've seen a couple things where he does like a Pax Day daily or something like that, or
There's a couple of them that popped up on my recommended, and now I kind of start following. Yeah, I can't pronounce his name, but yeah, and that's one of the guys I was talking about.
Eltari.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Inner Sleuths, I think, is the other one that I'm thinking of. The YouTube channel.
Gotcha. I'll have to look. I need to start following some more Pax Day ones too. So I see them as they come in. I just know that they highlighted the Golden Company as that big city.
Yeah, I think I shared that link on Discord.
Yeah. It also came in the newsletter too, because I think one of the things that they show was they were doing some of the bigger builds, and that was one that was highlighted. There was a couple that I really liked. There was one I really liked on one newsletter. I'll have to find it. It was supposed to be like a fortified hamlet is what they called it, but it looked fantastic. So we'll have to see. I like when people do the RP cities.
I do like how the developers kind of highlight some of those builds and stuff. I think it's really cool.
As they should. So yeah, the major things I'm looking forward to: coinage system. So there's some, because even that would be a reason to get on every day if there was a way of making, like, turning your resources into coin. However that's going to look, and then the new PvP system, just so that people can fight for vassalage. And I really hope they incorporate like what Myth of Empires did, where servers counted as counties and stuff like that, and there was big PvP fights, and the owner got benefits for holding it. So
I believe they are doing something similar to that.
Yeah.
Like you have, where is it? Whatever the dukes are over, basically province kind of deal.
Mm-hmm.
You fight for control of those regions or whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah, they've talked about it.
I'd like to see that. That'll keep the game going when there's stuff for people to actually, do. But all right,
Right now it's mostly a building simulator.
It is. I mean, yeah, it is. You're grinding your character up and stuff like that, but like even PvP is not happening because there's not enough. There's not enough people. Yeah, like I when the game came out early access, or not early, before it came out in early access, they had like the beta event or whatever, and I was watching a couple streamers wanting to do PvP, and they ran their people out, and there was no one there, and someone in the chat was like, "Oh, dude, there's not enough players. You have to schedule when to PvP." Because otherwise you'll get there and there's not going to be anyone there. So, yeah. Then they all got killed by ghosts, but that's beside the point. Yeah. It is what it is.
Okay. Well.
All right. Yeah, we'll end it here for now. Thank you guys for coming out. We'll be back with more PAX Day here as it keeps coming out. We like streaming this one, but otherwise I'll be back streaming other games later. It's what?
No, I was just saying it's fun.
Yeah, it definitely is. All right, well, we got to see our city for posterity, and we'll build it back up when the wipe happens. So, cool. All right.